of having stuff stored back there. Okay. Here you had a couple, okay. You had a couple of boats stored back there. Okay. And he also had a tree place over there with their trailer. And they also had sitting over there an insert for a tub. And also, that was cleaned up when they went before the zoning commission. That was all cleaned up. But I notice now, since then, he's had these trucks stored over here. They have them parked over there every so often. You got, in fact, that one there, they were working on the engine. And here's the truck parked alongside of the old school building. And a lot of times now they've got two of those trucks parked over there. Plus I've seen a Comcast truck that was also parked in the area. And also there's another problem where they're going to put the fence, because I've heard, I was told by somebody from the Masons Club when they first built this building, that our property, the property line was 6 inches inside of our fence lines. And I've lived there for about 39 years, and the fence line was established, I presume, back in 1955 when the subdivision was made. So it's been there for about 55 years or more, where the fence line is, and the owners of the property have always kept up their side of the fence line. So if there's any wall put up, I would like it to have a fence line or else outside of the fence line. Because we've been inside the fence line from the that's our property. We've been maintaining that property for years, ever since the regular owners, original owners of the houses. And another thing, I understand that he also wants to make a reception hall out of the building, have receptions over there. Now the Masons have proved to the neighborhood that the building is not fit for a reception hall, because when they've had receptions on weekends, what we've had is a problem where the DJs or the bands that have set their speakers up real high. I think we've all been to receptions, and so you can barely talk to the people at your table. Well, anyways, what we hear in the neighborhood is not really the music, but it's the beat of the music, the pounding against the metal walls of the building. In fact, the building actually has 3 sides that are metal. This here is a picture of the east side that faces me, and the front is brick where they go in. And this here isn't too good of a picture of the west side and the north side of the building, where it's all metal. So you've got 3 sides of the building, and you get the vibration from the music, like I say is the beat. It's a boom, 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 like a kid beating on a metal drum all the time. And that's why I say the building as it is not fit for a reception hall, because what would happen if he goes to a reception hall, we're going to be, the neighborhood is going to be forced on the weekends to be listening to like a kid beating on a drum, boom, 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 from about 7 8 o'clock in the evening to about 12, 1 o'clock at night, because that's what we put up with the Masons. It was a constant noise, and even when we called the police, they come down and quiet it down for a while. Then after a while, it didn't seem like the police were doing any effect. I don't know if they were even recording that we were complaining about it, the noise from the building. So what I would like to know is how you will rule on like where the property, you know, the fence would be, or the brick wall would be on it, and you know, do something where we won't hear the noise from the music when he makes it a reception hall.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Are there any other members that would like to address this agenda item? Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Wilhelm Kopetsky. I'm a member of North Point Villas Condos, the association, as well as the LLC that built the units. There were 18 total units in that complex. I sold 8 units quickly. The economy went sour, and I'm left with 10 units that we're leasing out. There are no buyers out there. When I started, obviously I knew there was the Masonic Temple. I checked the activity. It wasn't bad. Whatever they had was usually on weekends. I had an occasional complaint, but that usually came around New Year's, and I wrote it off as, well, that's life. And we coexisted. If you turn this thing into a neighborhood restaurant, I don't know what that means other than it's a 6-7 day affair. I'm assuming that eventually, if not already, they're working on a liquor license for that restaurant. With a restaurant that's going to be open 6-7 days a week, and all the negatives that come with it, with the liquor license, with the noise, with the traffic, I'm afraid the units that we have over there, and the ones that we've sold, are going to lose more in value. Due to the economy, we already lost half the value of those units. The units are now reselling in a couple of cases for half what they were sold for originally. By putting that restaurant in there, I'm afraid it's going to go even worse. When we started, we were the residential piece. The Masonic Temple was zoned residential. There's another piece to the north of it that's residential. I assumed that eventually the Masonic Temple was going to go away because they weren't doing well. And it would have been an ideal site for a continuation of our condominium project or another project in there. The C2 or C1 that they're requesting, I'm afraid is going to just leave too many doors open for this thing to get out of hand. I know right now they're going to say it's just a family restaurant, it's only open till 9 o'clock at night. But then these things just keep growing and growing. You know, I've been in this business long enough that if you want to get something approved, you know, you ask for the little finger, and eventually you're going to ask for the hand. And that's what I'm afraid of. They're going to have liquor license, they're going to have 7 days a week traffic in there. There's going to be banquet facilities, maybe even an outdoor eating area, which are popular nowadays with restaurants. I don't think that is the a good plan for that area. It certainly isn't for us or for the surrounding neighbors. I wish you would consider that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
My name's Joanne Hutchins. I live to the east, just down the road a little bit from Mr. Permeloff. When we were at the last meeting, everybody stood up here and said, it's just a restaurant, it's just a restaurant, it's just a restaurant. As soon as the general meeting was done and public could not speak any longer, one of the members asked Mr. Tobin, are you going to rent that out for weddings? And he said, of course we are. Now, excuse me, what part of it's just a restaurant does that not cover? When you start renting out to weddings, that now becomes a hall, which means I am going to have to listen to that every night, all weekend long, again. It is not that I dislike your music. It's that I dislike the boom I have to live with for 5 and 6 hours every weekend night. I still work. I have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to listen to your crap until 3 to have to get up an hour later. I'm sorry. I just really hope you guys think long and hard. What little bit you're going to get in taxes from them is not worth aggravating a whole mess of other people.
Does
Thank
that
you.
conclude your comments?
Yeah, the clean ones.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else like to address in regards to item number 12?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm Diane Carl. I live at 31748 Ryan Road. We are the neighbors to the north of them, the ones that we don't give a crap about. Okay? I have here from the Planning Department of March 29th, 2007. It's for them, the Masons, to get back their $10,000 security bond. They had things on here that were inappropriate. They didn't combine, they did not follow the city's so-called rules and regulations. I'm just wondering all the information that they could not release about because they did not follow what they were supposed to do. Who's going to be liable for that? Or is this just going to go, well, they're out of here, the new people just don't have to go against this. They had things in here for parking stripes, barrier-free parking spaces, 6-inch high concrete curbing was missing. They were supposed to put in a green wall on our side of the property, which they never did. Council never did anything. We have had meetings with the mayor, and we told the mayor, and he just